So I'm Zach.
I'm Zubair.
And welcome to Harmony.
Welcome back.
We're reading from Said Nursi's The Words.
Yeah.
From the collection of Risale-i. We're on the second word on page 27. We're continuing from where we left off. The ayat at the beginning is, in the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate, those who believe in the unseen. Or Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, alladhina yu'minuna bil-ghaib. We've talked about a bad man and a good man. A selfish man, in other words, and a godly man. And we've talked about what that meant, so we'll continue from there in the last paragraph of page 23. In the middle...
27.
Excuse me, yes, page 27. So I'll read the English. It's just one sentence that we want to read today, and then we can talk about it. So, everywhere was a joyful festival, a place for the remembrance of God overflowing with rapture and happiness. Everyone seemed to him a friend and relation. This was for the godly, or the one who, as we put it in a different word, who is God altruistic.
Yeah.
So, we have a festival, we have rejoicing, we have remembrance of God, and we have a lot of good things, happiness.
Well, everything seems to be good.
Everything seems to be good. And we've talked before on how not putting oneself in the center is what's going to lead to this.
Yeah. Yes.
And if you remember, just I guess to jog our memories, because it's been a while since we've read this, the putting ourselves in the center, making the I, automatically makes a you.
The other.
The other. And so no matter what, as long as the you exists, you're taking away from the me. Because the I is defined by myself and the things I own. So your existence automatically takes away from what I own, unless I own you.
That won't be, yeah.
And even then, that's still not good because your lack of happiness then also affects me. We've talked about that. So the only option we have is to take the opposite, which is a third person, which is God.
Yeah, that would make us equal.
Yes, makes us equal because it makes us both have nothing.
Yep.
And so then when we find the solution in there, and so because of that, we see a universal rejoicing. We see everywhere was a festival. Maybe because of the fact that we are sharing. We're in a relationship of now everything that is mine is also yours, and everything that is yours is mine.
Yeah.
That's what I get from that. I mean, that's what I'm understanding. What this understanding leads to. If I don't actually own anything, then whatever I relatively own, you also relatively own, and vice versa.
Well, that might be true, but what I understand is I don't have to own anything. Mm-hmm. Neither you do.
Or in reality, I don't possess or own anything. Yeah.
To be happy.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, I don't. You don't neither. So everyone could be happy without owning anything.
I'll disagree and agree at the same time. I think it depends on how we understand what you say. I don't own anything in reality, but if I don't have anything, I'm not happy. I'm not happy if I don't have, for example, tea, if I'm not exposed to mercy, if I don't see beauty.
This is what I had. I don't have to own anything because the third person, God, owns everything that I would like to have in order to be happy.
And so I have it. I'm not the owner, I'm not the true owner of it, but it's in my possession.
Yes.
And so in that sense, I have a relative capacity to own it. And that means that you also benefit from the things that I have. When I see your smiling face, I benefit from it.
Really?
Yes. If we have if we are coming from the godly point. Otherwise, if it's a egocentric point of view, when I see you're happy, it automatically means that you've gained something that I don't have.
Yes.
And so your happiness will then also make me angry and sad.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think that's the general picture of this sentence. Now, there are a couple of things that we can talk about in here. Everyone, the last part of the sentence, everyone seemed to him a friend and a relation.
Yes.
So we have two concepts here, friend and relation.
Both friend and relation at the same time.
Yes, everyone seemed to him.
Yeah.
That means he saw them as a friend and relation.
In his perspective.
Yes, because of his perspective. And so how can we define somebody who is a friend and how can we define somebody who is a relation, and what does that mean for us in our daily lives?
What do you mean? In just literal terms, or?
Yeah, in literal terms.
If I am not enemy with you, you might be my friend.
Yes.
If I enjoy being with you, or if I don't expect any harm from you, with on purposely, let's say, then you're my friend. If I have a biological connection with you, then you're my relation somehow. That's the biological example explanation, maybe.
Okay. So that's the general way of understanding. So we have a friend as somebody who is not your enemy.
Yep.
So maybe I can say somebody who helps you and bring out your potential.
Yeah, that might still be the definition of enemy, the friend.
Yes, somebody who helps you and who brings out your potential. Now, in reality, we could maybe say, okay, you're not my enemy, but you're my competitor. Because we say competition brings out the qualities of other people. But that's not a friend.
Yes, sure, of course.
Okay, so a competitor is actually not a friend. So we have this weird paradigm that we often say in our daily lives.
We are not even competitors if you are in the second. If we are godly, we don't have any competitors then.
Yes, exactly, because we're both zero.
Well, yeah.
So that's one thing. But we often think in the way that we've been brought up and taught in our daily lives that it is not a friend who brings out the potential. Yes, a friend helps, but it's through competing with others that our true potential is brought out.
Okay.
That's what we have that idea, and it's been instilled to us since childhood. Race, win. If you're competing with somebody who's very fast, you're going to push yourself to be faster.
Yeah.
And so we think that a friend is what brings out our potential. And so we've been trained in this, and I still think that that's an egotistical way of looking at it. We might not be enemies, but we're still competitors, and competitors can't be friends, true friends.
Yeah. If I am a true friend of you, and if you are running faster than me, I should be happy.
Yes. But if you're running faster, you're jealous of me, and that's what's pushing you to go faster.
That's not the true definition of friendship.
Exactly. And really, yes, you're right. I should be happy when you run faster than me, because I'm benefiting from your speed. If we are in a relationship of true friends. Or as we say, in a symbiotic relation.
I think we just messed up with in this age. We just messed up with the definition of friendship, true friendship.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we have in this age true friends anymore. I mean, if you really want to look at it.
Don't say it that explicit, man.
No, I mean, in such an egotistical world, we can't have true friends. We can only have competitors.
Then we just have Facebook friends. That's all. Which
is what it's come down to. Now, yes, on the individual level, we might have friends, people who don't hold this mentality of competition. Yes, but I think the general current is that Then
we should change the definition. I know him.
Yeah.
That's the best way of saying it.
He's my. And that's what we say. He's my acquaintance.
What?
I know him. He's my acquaintance. He's an acquaintance. He's not a friend, and that's the level that we've gotten to. And that's, like you said, Facebook friends. So let's look at this in our everyday lives.
Disgusting.
Relationship, and so we can also build relations, not just biological, but when we get married.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so relationship is not just blood relation, it's true, but we can build relations through other means.
Kind of family relation.
Yes, family. And so we can build relations through other means other than through blood.
Yep.
Marriage is one. So when we look at the role of a university.
Okay, educational place.
Yes, a place of education. And when we go into the university, we see it as separating all the different branches, all the different sciences into individual things.
That's
chemistry.
How the universities work.
Exactly. It's not, as it says, universalized. It's both true to its name and not true to its name. It's not collecting everything in one actual thing. It's separating them all into individual ones. It brings them all under one roof, but
the campus.
It's making under a campus, but in the end, it's by dividing them up. It's not joining them together. It's making them all individual egos.
I need to think about this. The chemists and the physicists at the same time, they are under the same roof, but they are working for the different disciplines.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
I'm a physicist. I don't study. I don't
care about chemists.
I can't. Yeah. I don't. It's none of my business. I don't work in that.
So what's wrong with that?
This shows how we've
Egocentric approach.
how we've made this egocentric approach even in education. In the past, the university system came from the one that's being used today is born from the Arabs, Jamia, which means that which collects everything together.
Jamia is the older name for the university?
It's the Arabic name for university.
The original name?
The one that's used even today by Arabs.
Really?
Yeah.
So it brings everyone...
It joins all these sciences and makes them, it brings them together. Not just under one roof, but it makes them into one holistic approach.
Discipline.
Yes. They all work together, and to understand one helps you understand another.
Wow.
So the goal is not to focus on just one individual branch and become an expert on that.
And work in them independently.
Yes, and work independently, but
and try to join them together after then.
Yes, but to bring them all together so that we can reach a transcendent truth.
I need to think about this. Yeah, it seems kind of interesting.
So I think we should stop here. There's a lot more that I wanted to talk about and you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can now for lack of time.
The main point that we can gather from the text is if I make one eye, I'm not just making one eye, I'm just producing a lot of eyes around.
A lot of egos, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I just get rid of me, I'm just getting rid of everybody else, and making them all one.
And I'm getting true friends,
and relations.
We weren't able to talk about it, but also I'm getting a true relation out of this too. So this is a good point to stop.
Well, yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Please send your comments and questions and feedback. We'll see you next time.